Previously on Be More to Do More podcast.
Weight our word carry with our wives or even with our women, like my mom, and sisters, like our word carry weight. And if I'm triggered and I respond a certain way, it can cause that ocean, that raging ocean.
Chaos.
That'd be a good little shirt.
Yeah.
Calm the ocean or something.
Man. But yeah, you got anything else, LaDonna? Did we go over everything?
No, it was more talking about thinking if the 50-50 relationship was the destruction of masculinity.
Because we only talked 30 minutes to 45. We had an hour.
What makes the man a provider?
Oh, I didn't get into that scripture though.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
need to find that.
We'll talk about that later.
And me having that conversation with, like I was telling you before this, with Chaz. He's from New York.
All right.
So he was looking at it more from like, hey, I think it's different from Northerners than it is in the South, because he was saying like he had to learn a lot down here, like, oh, get out the car and
open the door,
the gas situation and stuff like that.
They don't do that out there?
No.
Oh, okay.
He said he remembered the time where he got cussed out by his mom, like, I can put my own blah, 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 blah. But then I was saying like, but that's being nice, like chivalry. That's not providing. It's not like you're providing the gas. I came up to, Chazo gas station or something, and you're providing me with gas. I think a lot of men, like we said earlier, identify taking care of others, being their key component of being a provider. That's their thing, and it's identify who they are. Where I was talking to him and saying like, no, that doesn't define you as a man. Because again, if we're in the household and we both working, our works are not guaranteed to be with us for the rest of our lives.
That's true.
So what if you lose your job? As a woman, when do I chime in? And most of the time, a lot of women chime in by saying they'll give you that grace, but it's like they have a grace period. Like, I'm going to give you 30 days. After the 30 days, get your ass off that couch. When I think that is so unfair.
Yeah.
Because if we lose our job, you still want that grace from your man to be understanding and still take care of the household.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of conflict and arguments come in.
And that's one thing I hate about these other podcasts. By the way, bro, we got the best podcast in the world.
The best podcast in the world.
But yeah. That's what I hate about these other podcasts. They talk about marriage and being in it. You be like, what? That's not how it goes at all. Like, because they talk about, okay, should a man provide financially and all this? In a marriage, man, there's ups and downs. There's been times that I lost my job in our marriage because I'm an entrepreneur, man. I'm always doing something crazy. And there's times that she lost her job and I held down the fort. It's all teamwork, so it's not really it's not a linear answer for marriage. We try to make it that, but it's just not that. So, yeah, man, it's
scary.
Yeah.
For a single person, single woman now, like, it was a time where I'm like, oh, I want to get married. I want to have that household where I'm taking care of my husband and being able to say to my girlfriend, let me check with my husband or whatever. But
see that? They want to be owned. You see that?
Yeah.
You see that?
I see. What?
You're trying to argue earlier now. Trying to argue earlier.
Hold on. What you
I
say?
was arguing with the word.
What you say? Hold on. What you say? Because we had this conversation the other day, right? And I was like, because we was talking about, what were we talking about?
It was a lot like submission.
Yeah, and you was like, I don't want to figure it out. And I'm like, see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, see.
Yeah, I'm tired of figuring it out.
I'm like, because women want to be led. Yep. You know what I mean?
But then we're forced to be independent.
Yeah.
About time you get to that woman like.
Forced is that's a heavy word.
We're forced.
Not forced.
We're forced. Because, let me tell you, just for experience.
You talking to a provider now.
Just an example. That's an example. The reason... We can find another word, but for right now, we're going to use force.
All right. Okay. We have our own dictionary, but go ahead.
So when it comes to a single woman and my AC was broke, right?
Okay.
So my first instinct is like, let me Google to what I think it might be on my own, because that's just who I am.
Okay.
Right.
But then when you start to call men of this day and age, it's like, oh, I don't know. That's me. Oh no. Oh no. Like, it's always, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I found when I sit around men and they home, but be like, shit, I can't find out what's going on with my engine with da-da-da. Oh, bro, let me holler at my boy, blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
And we're forced to figure things out, because I figured that most men are like that, because especially if they grew up in a single mom household, that they saw their mom take care of everything. So they expect other women to be the same way.
Right.
When women like me, I'm tired of that. Like, I'm tired of figuring it out. Like, why can I just call somebody and they're like, oh, I got you, or whatever, and have the resources
Right.
to help me figure it out. But then in the end, I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah. I can tell you why I got you. I'm going to tell you I don't know, but I'm going to tell you who do know.
Right.
Google.
Yeah.
No, that's where I was at. I always call on Google.
Like,
I always call on Google.
Yeah.
And it's like, but if I was to say, man, my PS5 it stopped loading. I tell you what to do. Do this, and take this out. Y'all know, they'll know that. But the day and age, like, men don't know how to change tires. They don't know how to do anything.
I mean,
so we're forced.
I
to
know
be
how to.
independent.
Well, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Let me tell you, this is what I'll say.
Why you say no?
You're not forced. It's just a different time. Like, humility makes the adjustment. So
what word should I use instead of forced?
well, it's you're just having to figure out a different solution.
We're pushed.
Because in the past, you're right on your point of, in the past, men would just handle. Like, you can call your Uncle Ray,
Yeah.
and Uncle Ray gonna have, whatever tool,
you know,
what I'm
whole
saying?
toolbox.
Yeah, like that was the age of America we were in. We're the industrial age. We're the technology age now. So yeah, they're gonna know what to do with a PS5 because it's technology, right?
No, that makes sense.
But
Yeah.
You did call, you text me, and then the person I reached out to was Mr. P.
oh yeah,
Because he older. You know, if not, I would have Mr. T. Because they.
Okay, so now that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's more of a generational
I just
thing.
bought.
Yeah.
I just bought a screwdriver.
we pay for everything now. Like that's why we even having this conversation right now. Is because at the end of the day, right? People look, because we talk, like, the whole premise of it is, what is 50-50? Most people look at 50-50 as financial. The reason why we look at 50-50 as financial is because we pay for everything now. We don't grow our own food. We don't fix our own appliances.
Yeah.
We we literally pay for everything. So everything revolves around money because we depend on it so heavily.
Makes sense.
That's the reason why.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
So it's not a myth.
Bars.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it. So,
Yeah. I like that though. I like that. Okay, that's perspective.
but in the end, like I was trying to say earlier, like at one point it was a thing for me. Like I want to get married. Now it's like,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Why? Because you can't fix the AC?
No,
Oh.
no. I know you got to be very certified for that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, not
Call my
because
dad
if
for that.
Like the person I'm dating now, would I, if he asked? Of course.
Right.
Very, very domestic. Very.
He can fix.
He was
that.
military, so
Oh, okay.
ex-military. So if it's
he's older, huh? He's older than me. Yeah, exactly.
not that much older.
No. I'm saying no. Like, I'm a millennial, but I'm. Yeah. So you got the Gen Z, the millennials, and then who's before them?
Baby boomers?
Nah, that
Or after that?
Gen X. That's Gen X. Yeah. So millennials,
So you have the Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z.
yeah.
Because I remember that because of commercial.
Yeah, so we tend to be more.
XYZ.
We're in the middle, so we're tech, but not heavily tech. know how to fix things, but not so much. That type of thing. But like you say, he's more domestic. He can fix stuff, and
he can fix stuff.
yeah, that's Kurt. Kurt can do that. He can. Fix,
Oh yeah.
yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't look for a husband and see if he can fix stuff. Like,
Not
that's
talking about my wife straight up, y'all. I'm not.
My wife hate me because I can't fix stuff.
I'm not.
Well, actually, she hate me. That's a strong word. That's a strong word.
that's a very.
That's some strong words
But
right here.
but you're a thinker though.
Yeah, I'm gonna think the cause.
So I think that's another. See, we didn't get into the ways that a man can provide. Man, we already at
What
an
ways are
hour.
that?
We already at an hour and 18. Y'all want to keep going? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk about this? That?
Yeah, I would like to know what ways y'all are providers.
I think.
I'm pretty sure other women would too that listen.
Okay, bro.
What ways are we
Is this
providers?
coming from a married man standpoint?
You want a single
I
man
thought
standpoint?
that's like,
Hey, I was in these streets now. I can give you both. What you mean?
I'm just asking.
Last time I was in the street was 2010.
That's what I'm saying.
That was 14 years ago. I don't know what the streets are like these days. I don't know.
No, I'll just put it around.
Provider.
Yeah.
You want a single man's answer?
I want y'all from you.
What makes a man a provider? You want a political answer?
I want your answer.
Okay. I feel like my answer is like the political.
Give it to give game us women. Like, what is it? What makes being a provider?
I think so. This is where I'm like naturally negative because my mind automatically goes to like this is what not a provider is, right? You know, I'm trying to figure out a simple way to say this, but
Say it. Say it.
it's gonna sound harsh too. It is what it is.
Say it.
Men are not your guide. And what I mean by that is a lot of times, man, like women put so much pressure on men to like make them feel good.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
Y'all see Mustard Ball?
Wait. Nah, I didn't see that.
You see Mustard? Okay, no, you never see it.
I heard about how they did old girl.
Yeah, you know, like that's what. Oh, that's all I got.
But all right, hold on to that degree though. But let me just play. I ain't gonna say devil's advocate. Yeah, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. But
All right.
that's how we appear to them when we're trying to get something.
Oof.
So we gotta keep that narrative.
How do you show up?
Huh?
How do you show up?
Like we their saviors. You know, not say they're like you're not a woman. Like we're your
Captain
savior.
saver?
Captain save them. Like we gonna make sure you good. You know what I mean? That's how.
I'm different.
I'm different. I ain't like these other guys, baby girl. You know what I mean? I'm him. You feel me? That's how we try to show up. But what happened is after we do what we complete the mission, those things just kind of fall away, and then that expectation is still there.
So okay, so let's answer the question though. What makes a man a provider?
Yeah. What is a provider?
I think a provider. It's why, like I said, I think a provider is. So I'll tell you what it's not. Right? It's not like we're not your happiness. And what I mean by that is like because happiness is, or maybe we're not your joy, because maybe joy comes from more inside, right, than external. But maybe we can be your happiness in terms of what do you need. I think men can provide a portion of what you need from a security perspective, from a financial perspective, from a biological perspective, like, but at the same time, it's like it's not really something that we're gonna be able to like make you know.
So, I guess I'm like, what is the problem?
Which part?
Like, what is like?
So, So a provider for me, finance, of course, right? I gotta say it because this is in my DNA.
Okay.
It may not be for every man.
Right.
He might have other areas that he can provide.
I think that's
value.
that's instilled in the men. Like,
Right.
yeah.
So, but also like if I'm not providing, then I'm providing strategy. You see what I'm saying? If I'm not providing, strategy, it's other areas that I'm gifted in, that I can provide for my family. You know, my time with my kid. You know, and not just I'm just saying quality time. I'm there. You know, time with my wife. And I guess it varies in different seasons, if that makes sense. You know, but most importantly, I'm the one that's responsible to point them back to Jesus. You know what I mean? And really, he's our ultimate provider, Jehovah Jireh, my provider. He's our ultimate provider. And I need to be connected with him in all times. Because if I don't have it, if it's not coming from me, he knows where it's coming from. And he's showing me. And he's helping me with strategy, with wisdom and all that. He's showing me these things. Vision.
But what about the people that don't believe?
I can't talk to them, man. They're money. I mean,
because I imagine somebody like heard what you said, like, oh, whatever. Here you go, that Jesus stuff again.
I mean, but
you know,
yeah. But look at their life, though. You know, they gotta look. You know, you see what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding. Like,
I think my whole thing is just that I just get kind of like, I frown up when I just hear women like, oh, if he's not paying this, he's not paying that, he's not paying this, that, and the third, like all the bills,
right,
and taking care of me.
Cause they tired. That's why they tired of providing for themselves. They tired. That's the reason why they do that. Like,
so at what point?
Some females, I don't know, bro. Some of these shits getting flued out. They ain't tired.
or they don't want to, or they don't want to work.
It's more so like, if you're not doing these things, then I can't talk to you.
It depends. It depends. Hypothetically, if I was single, that's not the woman I'm looking for.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but it does depend if she's 20 or if she's like mid 30s, 40s, because y'all have a different. That's a different. Like you said, I'm tired.
And I think it's the culture too.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired. Like, I get it.
I'm tired of a lot of things, but my whole thing is not to look for a man who is going to pay everything. You know what I mean? Like, because if you're doing all of that, you walk away, then what? You know what I mean?
On to the next man that's going to do it.
Then I got to find it, go out there and hustle for the next man.
That was a nice little vacation.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's like, I can't be dependent on a man. I'm not saying it won't help to have that extra income or that extra hand in the household.
Right.
But I still got to be able to land on my 2 feet if he decides to walk away, because I guarantee for him to be with me for life.
Why though? If y'all in a relationship, why?
Anything can happen.
What? Like what?
I think those women those women that think that way, you have to provide some extreme value.
Right.
In another way,
right?
Because like it's okay to if that's what you need in a man. I think that's okay at the end of the day, right? Right. But what are you bringing to the table? Though?
Exactly.
Like, because obviously it ain't financial, right? So which is fine, but like, are you bringing some extreme value? Like, are my kids gonna be freaking A honor roll? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like in athletes, like, are you gonna be out there training with them too? Like, like what are you? And then I'm not saying they have to do all that. But I'm just saying like, okay, cool, I can provide.
What are you bringing to the table?
What are you bringing?
I think Google.
Eddie.
Yeah, so I think there's other areas of provision.
Like,
Yeah. What are you expecting though from a provider? As a woman, what are you expecting?
Me?
What are you expecting? Yeah.
Stability.
What, in what way?
Just being generous, nice, kind. Like,
you're looking for character?
Cap.
That's not cap. How you figure that's cap?
So character.
You know what? Let me let you finish first.
No, go ahead.
Nah, because I ain't let you. I ain't let you finish.
No, go ahead. I can finish after you.
Because generous could be a lot of things.
Like what?
So, all right, she asked me, so
Yeah.
you heard her, she asked me. So you said generous, kind, respectful. So you can be broke?
He could be broke.
Cap.
Okay, stability.
So what? So
but let me get you.
What is broke?
Hold on.
He's gonna have a job.
Hold on. Let me get.
He's not out here not working.
Yeah, but every week he gets paid.
Again, I said it earlier. Finance does not identify a man.
I get it.
So,
but he gets paid.
Hold on. I gotta
every week
understand this. But no, hell, because you gotta let her finish. You got, because I want to understand. So,
Understand what?
So stability is stability in his character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, kind, generous. Are you saying trustworthy? Is that what you're saying?
Trustworthy.
Okay. So that's a provider. That's.
Yeah, but he said this. Can he be broke? What is broke?
I mean,
all of his money is gone at the end of the.
Now when I
his paycheck is
look when I met my
he ain't
wife,
got no savings.
When I met my wife, yeah, I was
check for check.
I was check. Mm-hmm. Like my expenses and my income was right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I had my own place though, so she can come kick it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Gave her a place to get away to. I was a provider in that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so
yeah,
but so character. How's that provision for you though? How is that? Mm-hmm. What is it? What is it?
It says a lot about
alleviating in your life. Like when we talk about providing, what is that alleviating?
For me, like my first thing isn't, I don't look at what money you have. Okay. That's just how I was raised. Okay. I'm not a materialistic type of person.
That's right. That's real.
So because with me, I feel like I'm not going to require something out of you that I can't do for myself.
Okay.
So when I meet a man, it's all about, for me, conversation.
Okay.
How you treat people in general, not just me, but surroundings.
Right.
It's all about what is your ambition? What are your dreams? Like things like what makes you?
Right.
That's what I'm into. Okay. Can we hold a conversation about politics? Can we have conversations about this and the third? Where it's not necessarily, I don't want to look at your finances because, again, I'm not a materialistic person. I'm not out to see if you could pay my bills because that's what I'm doing.
Right.
Because I'm looking at like, you could be here all day, but if you decide to leave, I still got to stand on my own feet.
Mm-hmm. So what is he providing for you?
He's going to be providing security, stability, all those other stuff outside of finance. Let's not look at finance.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not looking at finance. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to see what is he alleviating for you when we talk about provision. Stability. So more of companionship. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. And also being able to support, emotionally.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Okay.
Support me in the things that are you there to say, hey, that's what you're trying to do? I can help you. We're going to look into this, look into that. Yeah. Not somebody that's like, oh, that's what's up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Somebody who
do you I like that? Yeah.
Somebody I can see that, we can build a foundation. We can build off of this.
Partnership. Okay. I see. No, that's what I was asking, because you never know who have that same perspective. Mm-hmm. What is provision to them? Mm-hmm. Or what? That's why I asked, what is providing for you? So providing partnership, companionship, trustworthy, good character.
Right.
Okay, makes sense.
See, that's why I wanted you to finish, because I feel like there was more to it than what you had first said. Because what you first said, I was like, yeah.
But he broke, though. I mean,
because broke is a mentality, right?
Yeah. But if you have a vision or a dream, you just don't know where that would take you.
Right.
So that.
And where that would take me.
Right.
Because, again, if you're not educating me or pushing me, what type of man would you be? And if I'm not doing the same, what type of woman am I?
That's real. I like it. See, you gave some substance to what provision is. That's why I asked. Yeah, cool.
Because we got to grow. If I'm not growing, then I can't.
Right.
If I'm still stagnant and I've been with you 3-4 years and I'm still the same, I can't do it. So it's draining me.
Is he willing to grow? Is he being more to
Right.
do more.
But this is why I will say, so to that is your growth that you need may be different from the growth that you want. So and this is what I mean by that, right? So my dad grew up, he provided financially. Now, he wasn't wrong. He's there, like, you know, he was a good dad, right? But when I look at the dynamic of the relationship, like my mom did all the, like he was working all the time pretty much. So he would go to work at like 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. He'll get off from his first job at about 11, go in about 12, and be working till 11 at night, right? So we rarely kind of interacted with him like that, right? So in my head, I thought a good father was somebody who just kind of financially provided, right? But, and with my wife, when we were dating, we actually broke up because I was on my entrepreneur, you know, stuff, and she wasn't growing with me in that arena, and I wanted somebody that was like
supported.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, like not even
right.
like I want you to be on the same path I'm on.
Right.
Like I don't want nobody to just, I just feel like I ain't want nobody like.
And your cold feet. Remember that.
Cold feet. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
But
I mean, that's what she said. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
it was on JT and this. So it's already out there. It's out there. So go ahead, bro.
She just petty. Anyway. Dang, I forgot what I was going with this, but anyway,
she wasn't growing with you.
Yeah, like I wanted like a boss chick. You know, at the end of the day, right? But what I realized, we broke up, got back together, whatever, because I realized she was making me better in other areas that I really didn't appreciate. But then once I kind of put it together, I was like, oh, okay, like it's a partnership, right? So now we got kids. She's really, really good with like making sure that the kids are like smart. You know, that makes sense.
She's like, really good with that.
Yeah, like
I might send my son to y'all for the song.
But like responsible in terms of like, hey, you're not finna just leave your stuff around the house, or you're not finna just do whatever, right? Almost to the point where like, hey, they boys, like relax a little bit, right? Like, whatever, right? But like, I don't know. So maybe, but I guess my point is like sometimes what you need is a little bit different than what you necessarily think that you need, and it's good to have that balance of like somebody that's going to help you grow in other areas that really could, or be that even help you grow in other areas, or be that like that vision in your blind spot. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because a lot of people tend to fear what they don't understand. So it's like, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to be like, no, you know, like you're talking about type of situation. And like for me, I grew up with both my parents in the household. My dad was a provider, financial provider. My mom didn't have to work unless she wanted to. Right. And she chose to work at times when she got bored at home or whatever the case may be. But I learned from my father, like my father wasn't a person who yelled. He wasn't a person, he was very patient. So it was something wrong or I did something wrong. He sat down with me and told me, this is what you did wrong. This is what we're going to do to fix it. And this is how we're going to move forward. Right. And so that's what I look for in my relationship. That's what I look for in my relationship.
I like it.
Like a man to sit down with me and say, hey, this is what you did wrong. Right. This is what we're gonna do to fix it, and this is how we're gonna move forward.
Are you okay with coaching that?
Am I? Yeah.
Okay,
that's fair.
Yeah. That. And that's what I try to teach to the person I'm with. Like, hey, this is how I want you to respond to me. Like, if I'm doing something wrong, let me know right then and there, so I can be able to fix it and be able to move forward too, and we can grow from that. So it's more so, would I like to be in a household where somebody's like, oh, you don't have to work? Probably. Right. But I'm a type of person who like to go get.
Man, you got a fire job too. Don't leave out the blank. You bet not.
But yeah, it's all about, and sometimes he comes with a lot of stuff that makes me take a step back, like, damn,
Right.
am I doing that?
Right.
Like, for real?
Right.
And so, again, you're very combative with things that you fear because it makes you grow. So
Makes
it's
sense.
change.
Right.
So
right.
a lot of people don't like change.
Man. Hold on.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So did we get all? Because we had an hour and 40 minutes. This seemed like we gonna break this bad boy down. We got to chop.
Are you feeling fulfilled? No, not in life. No.
we're going
from the conversation.
My
My
bad.
bad.
Deep. Did we get? I guess answer all the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I got an understanding.
Okay.
Some things, of course, we walk away, we're going to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But I think more so,
you know I'm right.
I'm looking more so of an understanding, like you said, like more of a guide
Right.
as a single woman to how to navigate in this relationship that I'm in,
Right.
to be able to step back and let a man be a man and let him lead in areas. Because if I'm taking that away from him,
Right.
then is that me contributing to the destruction of masculinity?
It says, well, make sure you're showing signs of commitment too.
Who, me? What
Nah,
is it?
him.
What is? Oh, yes,
Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's all.
yes.
Yeah. Signs of commitment. That's all we need. And discipline. My boy here is so disciplined. That's why I hang out with him. He's so
In
disciplined.
what ways?
Allegedly.
He's disciplined. Like, in what ways? That's a deep question. You keep asking these deep questions. You know how they say you are who the people you hang around.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I needed discipline in my life, so that's why I get like I ask for his input.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need a discipline in your life, like what?
Discipline.
Like you need to get up every day
Nah,
at a certain time.
nah,
You need to make sure you go to work.
nah.
You need to make sure you eat 3 meals. Like,
I mean, I'm an entrepreneur, so okay. The thing is, in entrepreneurship, you do need certain disciplines,
right.
but it can get redundant. So I have to call him like, bro, you know what I mean? And
So he holds you accountable.
yeah, but he's in place for that. So it's that extra push, you know what I mean? Because he's so disciplined.
And I think a lot of women need that. I think men share that a lot, where we as women, we don't, because we're constantly competing with each other.
Look,
for some reason.
well, you talking about within your own little circle.
No, I'm talking about
Women and
without.
women
just
and women.
in general, women we don't hold each other accountable. We don't be like, girl, you fumbled that bag. You fumbled that relationship. We'll be like, girl, you don't need him, girl.
Yeah, why?
So we don't hold each other accountable.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Because if one's single, she wants you to be single with her so y'all can go out and do
Is that a
things.
real thing?
Yes.
You think that's a real thing?
Yes.
Oh, so she can go out. Oh, dang, I ain't thinking
Bro,
about that part.
That's all I witnessed. Like,
You taking away, that took away
I'm
my
like,
time.
I ain't never seen nobody be like, yo, nah.
Dang, women are that selfish?
Have you ever seen, I'm just asking, have you ever seen any woman hold another woman accountable for her actions and the part that she played
I haven't.
in it?
I haven't.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Because we're competing with each other, whether it's a job, a man, money, car, social life, whatever. We're not going to be like, girl, you messed up. A lot of women are not like that.
Yo,
A lot
you
of
coulda
black
did
women.
this better. You could have, yeah, especially in a relationship. Like,
And we're not going to hold each other accountable. Girl, hold me
he was-
accountable going to the gym. Did you go? Okay, well, let's go get brunch.
wow. That's so many topics,
real.
man. So, okay, we had an hour and 44 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing out.
Okay.
Are you? Nah, yeah, I got to do it because I'm the one in the editing seat.
Very true.
Oh man, LaDonna,
Yes.
are you coming on soon? We want to talk about it because what y'all don't know about LaDonna, she's into sports. She's into. We went into relationships. We talked about leadership in the household. But she's really good with sports and all that too. Are you coming on soon to do some current events with us, man? Or you just don't like it? Would be more to do more. I don't know.
I can. I like this situation.
You like it? You sure?
He was all right. He was the one trying out, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
he was trying to.
First of all, I got this gel polish on my nails.
Yeah, I was peeping it. I was like, dang, his, like, it was over here, like, getting in my eye. I kept, like, doing this. I was like, okay, that's what's blinging.
So I accidentally did this.
It's nice.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
You accidentally.
Yeah, man. So
How do you accidentally get gel polish? Because normally men get, but
see, that's what I meant to tell her that I needed. But I was like, I said polish it. Can you polish it?
You got a manicure?
Yeah, I got a manicure.
as he should.
Yeah, I got a manicure.
Dang.
And I was like, can you polish it? And she was like, yeah.
I
So
did
she
for
put
you.
so she, I don't really know what's really going on because I ain't did it enough times to really know what's going on.
When you said accident, I'm just thinking like you just accidentally just
Yeah, and I just
fell in some polish and it was
and-
neatly neatly placed. I don't know.
part of me saw it like, but it was kind of like too late, and I didn't want to tell her like she
You
already
saw her
started.
with the thing and do
Yeah.
like this, and then did your nail like this.
Yeah, and then
Let
like
her do that 10 times.
no, I
bruh.
saw like, after like the first one, I kind of read the bottle and I saw like GL. I was like, oh, should she put in like, you know what? We here now.
And that's expensive. That's not regular polish.
Wow, man,
So you paid more.
that's what's up.
But it looks good.
Hey man, come with the French tips next time. Hey, dudes getting their nails painted these days. You see, Noah Lyles, he had his nails painted. Yeah, they
Yeah, no allows, man.
yeah, we'll talk about that. Can we talk about some sports stuff and leadership in sports next time?
We can.
All right, man. So you saying you coming back?
Yeah.
If she'll
You're
have me
asking
back.
me to come back?
You okay?
She'll have me
Okay.
back.
Cool, man. Y'all write down in the comments below if y'all want LaDonna back.
They're going to be like, no.
Cool. Nah. LaDonna cool, man. Everybody, she got her own fan base. LaDonna got her own fan base, man. So, but we appreciate you for coming.
Thank you for
Blessing us.
having me after all these months.
Yeah.
I feel rusty.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So, and you starting your pod soon, right? We
I'm trying. I want to.
yeah. So
So if anybody want to be a co-host,
so we're looking for.
I'll have you on.
These two are problems. These two are problems. I can tell. Yeah. But anyway, I love it. I appreciate the conversation, your perspective. Any last words, bro?
Good.
Oh, you got any last words? You usually do a last word.
I didn't have it this time because I didn't know that's what y'all do.
I'm prepared. Anyway, keep going.
And I'm very prepared.
Amateur hour. It's okay though.
not.
It's okay. Not
Okay, my last word for everybody is what I said during our conversation.
Okay.
If you do not take care of your childhood traumas now, your relationships will.
That's a bar though. Did you make that up?
Bars.
Oh, you can claim it though. If I was you, I would claim it.
Bars.
Love it, man. Y'all be sure to. We said a lot of information here today.
Yeah.
Y'all got to write it down now. Make sure y'all get that.
Call me 404-933.
I thought you about to go like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Our relationship.
for more relationships. But y'all need to write it down for real. Make sure y'all get that What Am I Doing Right journal. It's right here in the link below. Get that on Amazon. What Am I Doing Right? WRITE.
And mine is, what am I doing wrong? You want to make that list as well.
She definitely need a journal. We got to get her a journal, man. Y'all like, subscribe, man. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
I love it. Hit the bell, man. I think we out. We out, y'all.
We out.
Last time you told somebody to get their head up cause you concerned about them. Stick and move, we can get it done. Call it unity, it ain't no way around it. Cultivating, we get motivation from the big guy. We don't play about them. Going hard for the game, showing.